Okay, let's get this sewing machine from this to this. We are going to start off by but flipping the blade up so it doesn't get in our way or cut us. That cuts the fabric as you sew. This is a Juki serger machine. I haven't used it in a very long time. It's just been sitting in my room. That's why it's very dusty. I wish I would have showed y'all how dusty it was. It was so bad. And that's why all of the thread is all tangled up and all over the place. So we're just going to take that apart, dust it off, and straighten everything out so we can get it back in action. Stay tuned. And as we go along, I'll be giving tips for the things that I know. And if you have any tips, leave them in the comments. So right now, we're just going to remove all of the thread out of the way. Wipe everything down. I'm so new to this whole YouTube thing. I feel like I have to keep constantly talking, doing voiceovers because, I'll figure it out. But you get what I mean. You try to keep up with the video. But watch. Give me a few more videos. I'll have everything down. So we're removing the pads that holds the thread holders. Wiping that down. I've been sewing on and off since I was a little girl. When I tell y'all I've been sewing so much, I can't wait to show y'all the creations, y'all. I just can't wait to show y'all. This is sewing machine oil. So what you basically do is put the oil in the joints, in the little metal joints that rub together. So there's two, and you're just gonna put oil in it and turn your machine so it could oil up. It was so dusty behind there. I think that was the dustiest part when I looked it up, the thread spoolie things. It's very dusty. But yeah, I work a 9 to 5, honey. That's why it's like I don't have enough time to sew as much as I want to. But I'm going to take my time back, and this is my life. I'll do what I want to do. So now we're putting a thread back. And these are the instructions on how to thread the machine. You can pause it right here, but these are the instructions on how to thread the machine. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, but you do like the inside threads first. So right now we're doing the blue dots. So you'll follow the blue dots everywhere. So wherever you see a blue dot is where you go. And make sure your presser foot is up as well. So when your presser foot is up, what I'm doing right here is putting the thread in the tension dials. So those tension dials, they squeeze really hard when the presser foot is down, depending on what tension you have it on. So if you have it on 10, that'll be the tightest. But you want to lift your presser foot up so it can open up, and you could put the threads in between so then it could pull the tension correctly. I didn't know that at first. And when I kept setting my sewing machine up, the thread was pulling so fast because it wasn't in between the tension dials. Now we're working on number 2, which I believe is orange. No, it's red. So right here, like I said, going in between the tension dial, which is very important. When you get in between these metal pieces down here, when you get in this part, I wish I could have showed you in detail how it goes around and through the loops and stuff. Maybe I'll make a better detailed video on how you get in those loops, because the camera needs to be like right up in there. But it's a trip. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's a trip how it just, you have to loop certain things around. But it's not that hard. It's actually pretty easy once you do it a couple of times. Look at them baby hairs. Little baby hairs. Oh, did I skip the green one? Ooh, y'all, this editing is tragic. Because I completely skipped or deleted it out the editing of that one. But the needles are easy. So the last two ones are the needles. You just go around. It's pretty simple. But after this part, I'm going to make a mistake, and I want y'all to see how the mistake is made. So everything is threaded up. You want to make sure all of your thread is pushed back. So right here, I'm going to be pushing all the thread back, moving the blade back down. We're going to turn our sewing machine on. Now watch the mistake I made. So the thread is going to get stuck. Luckily, it didn't get fully stuck to where I couldn't pull it out. But it's supposed to make a chain. So right here, it'll show what I had to do. I had to put the presser foot down. I completely forgot to put the presser foot down. So make sure you always have your presser foot down. So I've made this mistake many times when I first started using this machine, and it's just a pain in the butt. But luckily, so now you see how it's chaining up as opposed to just knotting up. So always make at least a 5-inch chain before and after you sew. On any project you do when you use a serger, always make a chain, no matter what. Do not cut it super close to your project. The machine will ruin. So we're doing a practice on our Chipotle napkin. I didn't have any fabric nearby at the time. So I was like, well, what do I do? And I was just like, oh yeah, just grab a napkin. I have plenty of Chipotle napkins. Now look at that. That is perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can't wait to start sewing. I'm working on my birthday outfit. I don't think I'll be using this sewing machine though. But for this sewing machine, I've made a lot of things. I've made women's boxers, which I'll be working on. I've made t-shirts. I've made all types of stuff, and it works great. Soon I'll get an industrial serger, but I do have an industrial regular sewing machine, straight stitch. It's a Juki. I love it. But look at how great this came out. See, it cut the napkin and made another stitch. But I hope you like it. Maybe this sewing machine will be a part of your, collection. Until next time, bye.